Dallas still stinks. You're right the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you guys are doing well. So by now, I'm sure many of you guys have seen Malik Willis's pro day. All I can say is, my gosh, man, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. God, that kid is so talented. We're going to get into it in a second, but before we do that, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe. We do Eagles stuff almost every day, as well as other NFL stuff. You don't want to miss any of it. It's going to get crazy. Believe me, it gets crazy up in here. And if you've been subscribed for a while, just double check, double moonwalk check that you're still subscribed. YouTube has been unsubscribing people to certain channels. Don't know why, but people don't know they're getting unsubscribed. So just double check and make sure that you're not unsubscribed. Now, the two things I gotta talk about. There's two guys I want to talk about today, and I wanna just kind of give you my feelings on it and just level with you about what something that seems to be the truth about the Eagles, about their quarterback situation. It's time we level and we be honest about the situation, okay? From the beginning, since Jalen Hurts has took over, all we've heard is Deshaun Watson rumors, Russell Wilson rumors, any quarterback that could be available, possibly the Eagles being interested in. And these weren't coming from fringe sources. These were good sources saying the Eagles were searching for a quarterback. Then we went into the season. Hurts, he started off, I think, the Eagles put too much on him. Then I thought he played really well, deserved another year to start. That hasn't changed. But the other thing that hasn't changed is, even though Howie Roseman comes out and says, hey, you know what, Jalen Hurts is our guy next year, the search for a quarterback continued. They made an offer to Russell Wilson. They inquisited about Deshaun Watson. None of those things panned out. But now we're hearing that the Eagles are looking hard at these quarterbacks. Kenny Pickett being the first one I want to talk about. Now listen, this isn't me saying I don't like Jalen Hurts. I don't think Jalen Hurts can't play. It has nothing to do with personal feelings. Because if it was up to me, personal feelings wise, at this point, I'm going to go with Jalen Hurts and I'm going to let him play next year, and I'm not going to get a quarterback. But that's not how the Eagles are thinking. That is not what this team is up to. It just isn't. Okay, we've got to be honest. It just isn't. Where there's this much smoke about the Eagles' interest in quarterbacks, there's got to be some fire. It just has to. There's been too many good sources, real sources, that have said the Eagles are looking elsewhere. Now we find out that the Eagles, they send their quarterback coach to Kenny Pickett's pro day, and then he takes him out to dinner. Now, some people will say, well, they didn't have Howie Roseman, they didn't have Doug Peterson, they didn't have all these guys they had at dinner when they had like they did when they took out Carson Wentz. So therefore, don't take it too seriously. I'm here to tell you, take it very seriously. The Eagles sent Brian Johnson, their quarterback coach, to go watch Kenny Pickett, then take him out to dinner. What that is the GM putting out a feeler. He's putting out a feeler to Kenny Pickett. He wants the quarterback coach, who he probably trusts, to talk to him, see what he thinks, and then they're going to go from there and possibly take the next step. Now, the difference between Kenny Pickett, when he went to dinner, right, which he did with the quarterback coach, and when the Eagles took Carson Wentz out, here's the difference. And shout out to my main man, Adrian Fedku. How I miss this mother humper. I miss this guy. I hope he comes back making videos. But I found an old article that he put out when the Eagles met with Carson Wentz. Now, here's the difference between what you're seeing with Kenny Pickett and what you're seeing with Carson Wentz, okay? When the Eagles took Carson Wentz out to dinner, it was Doug, it was Frank Reich, it was Howie, it was Jeffrey Lurie. This happened after the Eagles held a individual personal workout with Carson Wentz. So we were way past the pro day stages of everything leading up to the draft. They had, at the time, the 8th pick. If you remember, the Eagles traded up twice in that first round. They traded up to 8th, then they traded up to 2. So they already had made one trade to put themselves in position to possibly land a quarterback. They had an individual workout with Carson Wentz. Then, to go to an individual workout, the brass is going to be there, okay? And they met with him. The day before or so, they did the same thing with Jared Goff. So the Eagles were interested in these quarterbacks. Now, the difference is Pickett hasn't had an individual workout yet. But you better believe it, if he does, they're going to take him out to dinner. Brian Johnson going out there and taking him out to dinner is the feeler. This means, and this can only be interpreted one way. It can only be interpreted one way. You're a team with 3 first-round picks, and you're looking at a quarterback possibly in the first round. That's the only way I can interpret it. Whether you like Jalen Hurts, whether you're not, it has nothing to do with your feelings. This has nothing to do with my feelings. Because like I said, my feelings is stay clear of a quarterback. But we have to accept what we're seeing, what we're hearing. From a year ago, it is constant that the Eagles constantly are in quarterback talks, constantly. And these are reputable sources saying it. Now we're seeing them meet with Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett isn't going in the second round. He isn't going in the third round. He's going in the first round. He's probably going top 10. So the Eagles, they send somebody to his pro day. Then they take him out to dinner. That is a feeler. What Howie Roseman did was send his quarterback coach, Brian Johnson, go have dinner with him, get a feel of him, and then see, based upon how his pro day went, which we all know Kenny Pickett had a great pro day, then how the dinner goes. You're going to go back to Philly, and he's going to tell Howie, yeah, I like this kid. He's got a lot of things we like. And then they're going to take the next step. So my point in this is saying that, one, we have to look at this situation and realize that the Eagles are looking at a quarterback. There is a legitimate chance that this team is going to trade for a quarterback in the first round. I think there is a chance that they will get a quarterback in the first round. Is it what I would do? No. I'll be honest, I haven't watched a ton of Kenny Pickett. I need to go do it before I make any complete, total judgments. But, in my opinion, Kenny Pickett, the fact that they're even in this spot where they're already going to dinner with him at his pro day before the individual workout tells me Kenny Pickett is something they're considering. They are considering quarterback. Now, if they're considering a quarterback, what does that really say about the quarterback they have? If they were completely 100% sold on Jalen Hurts, and remember, this is not my feelings. This is their feelings. It's not your feelings. This is what the Eagles are doing. If they really committed to him, then this never would have happened. This isn't a smoke screen. This isn't anything. This is the Eagles interested. Okay? Because me, personally, okay, if you want to know what I feel, I would have took Jordan Davis out to dinner. It might have been a big-ass paycheck, a big-ass bill, because he probably ate a lot, but I would have took Jordan Davis to dinner. There's a lot of other guys I would take to dinner before I would have ever thought Kenny Pickett. Listen, I was so sure the Eagles weren't going to draft a quarterback. I haven't even looked at any of these guys yet, except for Malik Willis, who we're going to talk about in a second. So, to me, I think we need to look at this situation and take it seriously. Now, it might not work out because I think other teams are going to be interested. Carolina could be interested. Washington could be interested. Other teams could very well be interested in him, and he could be gone. But the Eagles have 3 first-round picks. If they want one of these quarterbacks, they got the firepower to go get them. Maybe the Giants take them. I don't know. I don't think that it's a guarantee that they take a quarterback, but I think it's something that they're considering. And when you look at the whole of free agency, and you look at what the Eagles did this year, if they were to draft a quarterback, to me, this free agency session that we just went through makes a hell of a lot more sense on why they did some of the things they did. So we have to take it seriously. It's not a definite thing. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it's something we need to watch. Something we need to watch. Now, I said this. I wouldn't take Kenny Pickett sitting here today. I wouldn't take him. I wouldn't take a quarterback in the first round, because I would probably give Jalen Hurts another year. I would try to trade and get another first-round pick the following year. Maybe they don't think they can. Maybe they think they have to strike while they have the picks. I don't know. And I'm going to tell you this. The one quarterback that intrigues me, the one quarterback that I would do, pause, the one quarterback that I would consider is Malik Willis. To me, Malik Willis has talent you cannot teach. He is fast. He has a huge arm. Huge arm. Now, he's got a lot of things to work on, and I think, depending upon where he ends up, as for pretty much any quarterback, if he gets the right coaching, he gets the right staff around him, I think he could be a star. He's got all the makings of it. He has a ton of talent, and I'm intrigued by him. If the Eagles were to take Malik Willis the first round, I am not going to get disappointed at all. I think Malik Willis has such a crazy skill set that you just can't teach it. You can't teach it. Now, he's got to work on all the other things, and he's not going to be ready to come in first year and play. But to me, Malik Willis is the guy. I mean, if I'm going to go after somebody, that's who I'm going after. Now, I watched his pro day. I saw that he missed some throws. I saw some things like that. But the things he can do, you cannot teach. To me, when I look at Malik Willis, and I have a Philly Reacts video I already did about a couple weeks ago on him. If you look at him play, he reminds me of a right-handed Michael Vick. Now, he does everything maybe just a little slower. Michael Vick, coming out of college, was ridiculous. But to me, when I see him play, that's what he reminds me of. A right-handed Michael Vick. So if the Eagles are going to go down this route, and we're really going to go down this road of quarterback, and I think it's 50-50 right now. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, but I think it's 50-50. And I know that there are people who watch us, and they get mad at me because they think that Hurts should get another year. I agree with you. I agree with you. But if you look at all the indicators, if we read the tea leaves, if we look at the evidence presented from what the Eagles have been doing the last year, it looks like they're looking for a quarterback. There's no way to beat around the bush. It looks like that. So, to me, this is a situation we got to watch out very closely. What I'm going to look for now is I'm going to look for Pickett coming to Philly to work out, Malik Willis coming to Philly to work out, other quarterbacks coming to Philly to work out, or the Eagles going there and holding individual workouts, like they did when they went to North Dakota for an individual workout with Carson and California for Jared Goff. If they do this with Pickett, with Willis, you're going to see the same picture surface with them at dinner with these quarterbacks. But I think last night, finding out that Pickett was taken out to dinner by our quarterback coach, that was a feeler, man. The Eagles are feeling out Kenny Pickett. No question about it. And I'll say this again. Malik Willis, his pro day, absolutely fantastic. I'm telling you right now, I'm so mother-humping intrigued by Malik Willis. I just love his skill set. And if they take him the first round, I'm not going to complain. I'm telling you, he's that talented. He just needs time to develop, and he needs good coaching, and he needs a little bit of time. But he's a hell of a player. Now, you may be saying, well, why don't you want to give Hurts that time? I do. But I'm saying, if the situation occurs where we have to take a quarterback, I want it to be Malik Willis. This is not about what Philly 500 wants or his personal opinion is. This video is about what the Eagles are doing and what the Eagles are showing. I hope you understand that. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Don't be a dingbat. And of course, remember this one thing. It's Howie Vision, and we're all just living in it. I'll tell you what, I was shocked. I was shocked that the Eagles took Pickett out to dinner. I think it says something. I think they're throwing out feelers, which means they're still interested in upgrading the quarterback position. It's just fact. Not anything to do with my feelings or your feelings. It's just fact. And Matt Corral, his pro day is on Wednesday. The question is, will the Eagles go to that pro day? Will they be there? Now, I know for a fact, and I forgot to say this in my video, Today at Malik Willis's pro day, Howie Roseman was in attendance. From what I heard, Howie Roseman was in attendance to see Malik Willis. And if he saw what I saw, watch out. With that said, Denzel Washington, out.